Oh my God, aren't you cheerful?
Yes. Oh, I'm so happy to be here.
Why?
I'm feeling real good.
Really?
Yeah, you know why?
Huh.
This is our 20th episode.
Kill me.
20.
I've wasted 20 weeks of my life with you
Yeah.
already?
One more episode and we'll be able to drink legally.
Oh my God.
Well,
girl.
Yeah.
I'm hypnotized.
What are you hypnotized about?
Your tits, they're just, look at those
Oh,
things.
these old things?
Do you see those?
This is my little homage to Madonna.
Those things are perky as hell.
Woo, 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 woo.
Girl, those things are dangerous.
Well, you know, I don't think they're dangerous.
I can't stop. I'm not even looking at your face anymore. I'm looking at your tits.
Well,
I feel like a little cat just batting them around.
I feel like I'm having a lesbian experience here.
Well, hey, listen, someone's going to have tits
That's
after me.
right.
I don't have any
That's
titties in
right.
today. I'm flat as can be.
All right, well, should we get on with the show?
All right, let's do it.
Wow!
If you like your tea with a side of shade, just sit right back, cause you've got it made. These girls are here to gab and tish, and they do it all with a sassy swish. Always dusted, never busted, it's true, don't you know? Always dusted, never busted, it's the Punching Judys show.
Well, 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 well.
Well,
Yeah.
well.
That's what I'm going to say. Well.
Well.
Hey.
What?
What's going on with you this week?
Not much.
Yeah?
Girl, I'm kind of hunkering down these days.
Yeah?
I've been so busy.
I know you have.
I haven't had any time for my goddamn self.
I know.
It's awful.
It's been, listen.
Girl, you know what I want to do?
I've hardly seen her around the house.
You know what I should do tonight?
What?
I should sit on the couch, order a pizza,
Oh,
and
yeah.
chug
and
some
chug
ranch.
some ranch.
Don't you think?
Hey, listen, somebody came on, they were in the comments, and they were like, we're in the Midwest, and we just had that conversation the other day.
Well, I guess that's what we represent, the Midwest.
Well, you know. Hey, listen, speaking of that, we have a couple of new viewers in Germany.
Oh, really?
In Saxony.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know much
Hi,
about
guys.
Saxony.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome.
So kind of exciting.
Yeah, maybe they'll come over and visit us.
Yeah, though.
I love that. I love that. Yeah.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Well, let me tell you, girl, I'm kind of hanging on
Yeah?
right now.
Yeah.
Hanging on. I'm a little nervous about my surgery still.
Which is coming
It's
up.
coming right. It's right around the corner.
I know it is.
And I'm gonna go out. Well, folks. Here's the thing.
Yeah,
I'm getting surgery out of town.
that's right.
Sort of going to like a White Lotus situation.
It's not quite like that.
It is.
Yeah, well,
It is.
In her mind.
And so I'm gonna be taken care of.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of like the Betsy Ford clinic, but it's not.
You mean Betty Ford?
the Betsy Ross clinic?
The Betsy Ford Ross Clinic. You are crazy.
But in my busyness, I've had some fun as well.
Well, I heard that.
I got to go over to Vashon Island yesterday.
That's right.
And I do love Vashon Island
Right.
because
Well.
every couple times a year I go out and I do a fundraiser for the Vashon Island Senior Center.
B-I-N-G-O, 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 and
Louvel was her name. Oh.
You do, don't you?
I do a lot of bingo.
And they
folks.
love that, don't
They
they?
love the bingo. So
They're
I
like,
got,
oh, it's Louvel.
I know,
it's
they
the
get so
drag
happy to
queen
see
bingo.
me. And they gave me so many compliments.
Aw.
One lady, I forget her name, she's my favorite of all of them. And I feel bad.
She's my favorite, and I do not remember her name.
You know how that works sometimes.
Well,
though.
you know,
when people are kind of transient
sometimes I can't
in
even
your
remember
life,
your name.
I don't want you to remember much of me,
That's
so
true.
that's fine.
No.
But you know how when you meet somebody and you don't really see them all the time, and so
Yes.
it's more about the friendly face than it is knowing their name.
Yes.
But she's a fabulous lady. I love her to death.
Uh-huh.
I told them about the podcast. I hooked
Oh.
the whole room, so we'll see some lesbians ask me about it because we love
I
lesbians.
would love that. We had a whole podcast where we talked
Exactly.
about that. We just love the lesbians.
But so my favorite thing this week is going to be the seniors on Vashon Island.
Oh.
Because they were so sweet. They're always so sweet. They bring me flowers.
Uh-huh.
They tip me really well.
Now, is it like a senior center situation?
So they rent out this thing called Camp Burton, which is
Ooh.
like this beautiful lodge.
Uh-huh.
And it overlooks the water.
Uh-huh.
And then they just have, catering, and it's a party. There's like 100 people there every time. It's really fun.
Wow.
It's really, really fun.
Really?
But the lady I was mentioning earlier, she came up to me. She's like, girlfriend,
Uh-huh.
you are so skinny.
Well, you are.
And of course I was like, oh, Thank you.
You really are. You're looking good.
But you know what she said? She leaned a little closer. She said, Ozempic? I said, no, girl. I did this on my own.
She earned this.
And well, everybody earns it.
Quit taking that, away from you.
No, but here's the thing.
I bet you worked.
I worked
really
very hard, but that's not to say that people on Ozempic
No,
can't.
listen.
But I did it the old-fashioned way.
Ozempic shaming.
No, don't Ozempic shame.
No. Listen, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah?
I am.
Where are you gonna lose weight, girl? In your tits? I think you need Ozempic so your tits get even bigger.
I got a big butt. I really do.
That's why you hide it.
Yeah,
when folks, the reason why you never see her turn to the side is because it would stick out this far.
What are you saying?
I'm agreeing with you.
Well, you don't need to agree.
She's like a queen ant. You careful, girl.
Leave my tits alone. Good Lord. Anyways, well, that's kind of fun.
You know, I have a kindred connection to old ladies.
Well, because you are one.
I kind of am at heart.
You
Josiah
really are.
always says, "You're an old biddy in a young gay man's body."
Yeah,
it's true.
That's not surprising.
It's
really.
true.
I'm a young biddy in an old man's body.
Well, you're something, all right. You're a biddy.
Hey, listen.
What?
I heard a little birdie told me a secret.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
About you.
About me?
Yeah.
Who?
Apparently this was your last week.
It
at
was.
the Mimosas
I
for a while.
Yep. This is my last week before I take some time off to recover.
Well,
I'm really sad about it.
Well, listen, I'm so excited for you to be able to, get your things done and get this taken care of.
Yeah.
And,
that little problems.
feel better about yourself.
My body. Let me tell you, I told everybody I'm going to be so annoying after this surgery. I'm going to be naked all the time.
After the surgery?
Yeah.
You're already annoying.
No,
yes,
I'm not annoying.
Yes, you are annoying.
No.
You are.
I'm annoying. No, I'm not going to be annoying. No.
You are annoying.
No.
Listen, you don't live with her.
I'm charming.
Yeah.
I'm charming and fun.
Sure.
Charming and fun, that's what it is.
Sure.
Everyone loves me.
That's
I'm
what
the
you are.
toast of the party.
Charming and fun.
Well, girl.
But anyways, how was your last day?
It was good.
Yeah. Hey, listen, for those of you this is your first episode.
I do
Louvel
a brunch show every Sunday at Unicorn
here in Seattle.
Mimosas Cabaret.
And
you can get tickets at mimosascabaret.com. It's a fun little brunch cabaret show.
Yeah, and if you're ever visiting the city, it is really something to put on your agenda.
It's like dinner theater.
Yeah.
But at brunch, it's brunch theater.
It's brunch dinner theater.
And guess what? I also have, I can't announce it yet.
Oh, well, maybe you shouldn't then.
Well, no, I can kind of tease the announcement.
Oh, okay.
But I have something really exciting happening this Christmas.
Oh.
So when it gets a little closer, I'll start hawking my wares there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds fun.
But yeah, old ladies. They're my favorite thing. They're usually my favorite thing. You know how much I love Angela Lansbury.
Listen, you know that's kind of my favorite thing.
Well, that's probably why I like you so much, because you're an old lady.
What?
You are.
I'm not that old.
You're an old woman. Listen, baby.
Listen, you know how old I am.
You're 64.
I am.
And I heard last night, as they were talking, a senior is anyone over the age of 55. So you're a senior.
Well, actually, since I'm gay, I'm basically Jurassic.
Yeah, honestly, you're pretty much a fossil in the earth.
Yeah, I'm clearly way up there in
God.
years. But listen, I'm proud of my age.
You should be.
You know,
especially after the generation you came from.
Well, yeah, I'm pretty pleased.
You're a
to
survivor.
Be an old soul and in an old body, and
well, I'm an old hole in a new body.
That's true, I'm afraid.
Wow.
Hey, listen, I'm excited for you. Have you watched that new Liza Minnelli documentary?
You know, you mentioned it, but I forgot. Haven't had time. I'll watch it tonight, though, I think.
Yeah? Oh,
maybe this time I'll be lucky.
Maybe this time he'll stay. Oh my God, I'm sure she does it better than we do.
Oh God, Liza, can you please watch her show?
Liza with a Z.
Have you seen that clip of her going, Dale? Me said Dale.
No, but I love that. I love that clip where she's talking to the woman and she's like, "Oh my God, you're here," and she says, "Well, of course I'm here. I'm here to support you." And then she says, "Oh, darling, well, at least my husband isn't in jail or something like that." Oh, he's so wonderful.
Oh, Arrested Development.
Oh, yeah,
yes.
exactly.
There's Lucille Bluth and then Liza's Lucille too.
I love her.
Rest
she's
in
just
peace.
great.
They're both wonderful.
And that's really one of the I just love that. Whenever that, I never don't watch that clip.
Well,
when it
Liza's whole thing
comes
in that
up, yeah.
series is that she has vertigo. Do you remember that?
I don't.
And then I think in one of the newer seasons, towards the end, there's a mystery is that she got murdered or something.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
I never watched the whole program. I just love that meme.
It's really
like
you should
some of
actually
you
watch
who
it.
just watch our clips and never watch the whole episodes. Of course, you wouldn't know I'm saying this to you because you don't watch the whole episodes.
Shame.
Ooh, shame.
Shame.
Well, it's fine. Listen, everyone has their way of getting. We have listeners.
We do.
And we have
Watchers,
viewers. And we have people who like our
we have fair
our
weather
clips.
Fans.
Well, I don't know if they're fair weather. Listen,
they like it when it pops up.
Listen, there's people on the internet that I like their clips, and that's
it.
I like their clips.
You like
that's
their
what
clips?
I'm into.
I'd like to clip you sometimes.
Of course you would.
Clip you out of my life.
Yeah. Oh. I thought we were past that.
I'm being silly, Ruby.
Oh, well, you always are being silly.
Drama.
Listen, her documentary.
What is it called?
It's called Liza. Truly terrific, absolutely true story.
And you know where that's from?
Well, I don't know if I do.
You don't?
You
don't know the name? Really? You don't know where that reference is? Really? You? Who's older than me?
I've heard her say that. Terrific, but where's it from?
Well, there's a performance that she used to do called Ring Them Bells.
Oh.
And in her one-woman show, Liza with a Z, or whatever it was called, she'd say, now it's time to tell you a truly terrific, absolutely true story of a woman who thought, anyway, she goes in the song.
Well, how did I not know that?
Because I guess you are not nearly as smart as me. Gather around, I've got a story to tell about a Manhattan lady that I know very well. She lives at 5 Riverside. Her name is Shirley DeVore, but she traveled around the world to meet the guy next door.
Wow.
You gotta ring them bells, you gotta ring them bells, you gotta make them sing and really ring them bells. You don't know that song?
I don't. I feel like I should turn in my gay card.
You don't know that song. Are you not really a big Liza person?
Well, I've always loved Liza. I just don't recognize that song.
Really?
I wonder if I'm
She's got a tambourine and everything.
I wonder if I'm getting dementia.
I don't think you're getting dementia. I just think you're demented.
That may be, but it feels like I should know that.
Well, we'll have to watch it later.
Like right now, I feel like I need to call my therapist. My gay therapist.
That's like one of the big Liza canon items as well.
I know it is.
Oh my God.
But, I know Liza with a Z.
Yes.
And I'm familiar with, Sterile Cuckoo and
Sterile Cuckoo?
Yeah, she was the first movie she was nominated for an Oscar.
I guess I don't know that one.
She was nominated for an Oscar.
Like a sterile chicken?
No, it's called the Sterile Cuckoo.
Is the cuckoo sterile? Like it can't have babies?
No, that's just the name of it.
So it's like a fish named Wanda.
Listen, back in the 60s when she made that film, it has a reference, and you'd understand it if you saw the film, but it was called The Sterile Cuckoo. And she was nominated for an Oscar. It was her first Oscar nomination. Of course, she didn't win that one. She won the one for Cabaret, which, listen, we're all familiar.
Of course, yeah.
We're all familiar. But
we know all about Cabaret now.
And I'm familiar with Flora the Red Menace, which was her first Candor and Ebb show. And I'm familiar with the fact that, she auditioned for the Broadway version of Cabaret before it was made into a film.
Really?
And she did not get the role, which kind of devastated her. But
who
she
got
always
it instead of her?
Oh, I can't remember who played the original Sally Bowles, which is terrible. But one of you will know, and you will put it in our comments. And we will appreciate you because we are really wanting you guys to get involved in this conversation.
Yeah, we want to talk to y'all.
But anyways, she was determined to get that film role.
Okay.
And she and this is actually in the documentary. She says, as one of the people say, she had to deal with Bob Fosse. And listen, Bob was a genius.
He was also an asshole.
But he was also difficult, and he was exacting and very. Yeah. And the thing is apparently she knew how to deal with him. And what she would say is, listen, My dad, Vincent Minnelli, was a director, and I know how to deal with that personality because, directors have a particular personality. There's this example in the documentary where they were filming a scene, and oh, excuse me. Oh, Lord. Wow, I got a little carried away there. Sorry, I don't have a cold. Puppets don't really get colds, But they were filming a scene, and Liza knew that Bob was not happy with something in her performance.
Keep talking.
Anyways,
Had to.
and he said after they finished filming, and it was the end of the day, he said, "Liza, in my office."
This is Bob Fosse.
That's right.
Okay.
And she said, "No, Bob, let's talk about this in the morning." And he said, "Liza, in my office now." And she said, "Bob, listen, we're going to go in your office and you're going to say things that you're going to regret.
Yeah.
And then you're going to send me flowers in the morning and you're going to have to apologize.
Yeah.
And everything will be fine. So why don't we skip that part?
Yeah.
And we'll talk about it in the morning."
It's kind of like you and
And
I.
he took that from her, but I think they were saying basically that's because she, her dad was Vincent Minnelli, and she understood that personality.
It's probably because she saw what her father and mother went through together as well, which is kind of sad.
Well, Vincent I think he only directed Judy in one film.
But at home too,
Well,
I'm sure
maybe
they
it was
had
a couple of films.
Sure, they had a clash.
I think it
at
was
home.
Meet Me in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And I think that's where they met. If I'm wrong, once again, put it in the comments. Because if you're watching it, you probably like
Ruby,
this kind of stuff.
You're the old, wise, seasoned historian here.
Well,
so.
I like to think I am, but I listen. I can be wrong, and I like to admit it that I'm wrong. I don't have a problem with that. But anyways, it's a good documentary, and I would recommend it. I would.
Maybe I need to learn a thing from Liza. That sometimes just not engage with you and your egomaniacal meltdowns and just
here's
go
the thing.
home and send you some flowers in the
thing.
morning.
I like you. She's a bit crazy.
Yes.
But she's crazy in all the best kind of ways.
Yeah.
The kind of crazy that you need to have to take those kind of risks.
Yeah.
And to be out there in the world and
be a little silly.
put yourself in front of people and say, hey, world, this is me. This is me.
World, this is me. Yeah, I mean, I get it. I'm a big proponent of silliness.
Well, I know.
I love silliness.
I know.
Silliness is what
And
keeps
God
me going.
knows she's silly.
It's
Hey,
true.
listen, should we get on to miscellaneous?
Well, damn, you just dropped this like a hot potato.
Well, no, listen. We can talk about this for another hour if you
we're
want.
great. We're great. Let's do it.
No, please.
We're going to miscellaneous. All right, I'm going to do it.
Nope.
Put a missile
A missile?
with any anus.
Oh, Miss Ruby.
What you'll get is miscellaneous.
Welcome back.
Here we are to
Hey, listen.
miscellaneous.
You want miscellaneous?
Wait, what? What do you want me to listen to, girl? What now, huh? Huh?
What?
Huh?
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 What?
You said, hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Ruby, have you ever noticed that everybody has like a vocal crutch when they're talking?
I do, and mine is
And yours
hey,
is,
listen.
"Hey, listen."
I know it is.
Now listen.
It makes you wonder if maybe in my childhood nobody listened to
Hey,
me.
listen. Well, listen.
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 No, I don't want to listen to you.
Well, you never do listen to me.
I don't want to.
I know.
It just goes out in the end.
I know. I've lived with you. I know you. Why are you yawning?
What? Were you talking? Hey, now listen. Listen.
You are insane.
I am.
And I love you.
Da, 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 da. Jesus.
Yeah, well,
It's not nothing to do with him, let me tell you.
Well, Hey, listen.
She didn't even mean to do it
No,
that
I
time.
didn't. I really
Oh,
didn't.
good. See, I told you.
Yeah, well,
I don't think I have a vocal crutch.
Yeah, you do.
What is it?
I don't know.
Well, there you go. I'm perfect as usual.
Well,
What do you want to say?
I don't know now.
Oh, God.
I was going to say, here we are. It's miscellaneous time.
It sure
And,
is. And we're talking about nothing that
Hey,
makes any sense.
Did I tell you I'm leaving town too?
You did. You mentioned it, but I don't know what for.
Okay. So here's the deal.
Okay.
Do you remember Hans?
Was that the guy that you forgot to pay?
No, I paid him. He
Just
was the
late.
guy. He was the guy in Park City, Utah.
But didn't you owe him money?
No. Listen. Remember, he wanted to teach me to ski.
And you didn't want to ski
Well,
because you can't really do activities that
Well, anyways,
not really physical.
And remember, he said, oh, Miss Ruby, you're a good time. And I said, I've heard that. So, why are you yawning?
Now listen. Keep going. No, keep going.
Oh, listen. So he called me the other day and he said, "Hey, Ruby, I was wondering if you wanted to come to Park City this weekend and spend some time." And I was like, "Well, how about next week?" And he said,
Okay.
"Well, I've got most of the week off, and we could hang out, you know." And I was like, "Well, I don't know. What do I? Is it a pay situation?" And he said, "You know what? No, I was just thinking about you, and I was thinking how much fun we had, and I said, well, is it a sex situation?"
He said, "Hell no."
No. He said, "Well, maybe. Who knows?" And I said, "Oh, what does that mean?"
So that's why you're wearing these tits today. You know he's going to watch the show.
Well, no, I mean, he was kind of like, we just kind of play it by ear.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm not really into ear sex that much. So he said, well, we could try other things if that doesn't work out for us. And I was like, well, and so I'm going to Utah. I'm going to go hang out in Park City, and
I just grimace thinking about you having ear sex.
well, I kind of grimace thinking about having ear sex too, because my ears
All
are
that
tiny,
wax.
My ears are small.
I
Very
guess
small.
wax could be a good lube.
Oh, please.
Kinda get you
don't
ready.
go down that road.
Yeah.
Don't ruin this conversation.
Well, Hans probably has,
No. Do not talk about this lovely man.
little finger in the ear. Go,
Oh. You ruin
Are you
every
going to go
conversation.
skiing this time?
You ruin every conversation.
Are you going to go skiing this time?
Never mind.
Snow bunny?
Hey,
You would look so cute in a little parka. Little ski suit.
I'm just really not into,
You know what I really want to do, Ruby?
I'm not into the cold.
This is what I'm going to do. We're going to go skiing, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to get one of them ski boots. I'm going to get one snowboard.
Uh-huh.
And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duct tape you onto the snow boot so you're really secure.
This is not
And then
happening.
I'm going to push you down the Black Diamond Trail and you're just going to go,
She is really amusing herself. There's your tick right there.
Sorry for your...
She always goes off on these tangents. That's your tick.
Sorry for your ears, folks. You don't want to snowboard?
No.
You want to ski?
No.
Why?
I hate the snow.
You hate physical activity.
I like the lodge with some cocktails, a little fireplace. I do not.
Girl,
listen,
I haven't been able to drink.
I do not want to go outside in the snow. No way.
Well,
not for
so
me.
Hans is. Well, here's the thing. What if Hans is not who he says he is, and he's a Russian asset,
He is not.
and he's trying to get you
Listen, I'm
to-
not afraid of no Russian assets at this point. I don't even want to go down that road.
What if Hans is really Vlad?
No, he's not.
Hello, Ruby. I'm here to recruit you into our business.
No.
I've brought you out here because it's cold like Russia here.
No.
I need to
no,
be around
no.
snow.
No.
Well, you're wearing red.
I know. Listen,
You're
I
wearing
know Hans.
red.
I already know Hans. I spent time with Hans. I'm.
Do you ever really know somebody?
Well, I know you a little too well. You always are ruining the conversation.
I
I'm trying to
ruin-
tell you something exciting, and you're
No.
like, blah, 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 blah. That's your tick.
I should come to Utah and do my surgery there.
Ugh.
Dr. Tucker would probably go anywhere I ask him to.
How,
I paid him enough.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Now, have you paid?
I have.
Oh Lord.
I'm going to tell you how much it is. Come here. Yeah. So that's your Europe trip right there.
Wow.
And you wonder why I didn't go with you. I've been saving up.
I had no idea.
All to take away.
I know. It's not even to
They're not
add.
adding anything. They're just taking it all. I'm paying them to take flesh.
Well, and personality.
What do you mean?
I suspect some of her personality is going to disappear.
Because my tits will be gone?
That's right.
I will say, when I was with Josiah last night,
Yes.
and it was our last tryst before recovery. It's gonna be a whole 6 weeks before we can get down and dirty again.
No.
Because I'm gonna be fragile.
Girl.
Girl. And so when he was sort of on top of me, like the big gorilla oaf that he is.
Oh, yeah. He is kind of a gorilla.
And he, you know,
like a sexy gorilla.
I said, say goodbye to the girls. It's the last time you're gonna get them. For this is once the next time we're together, there'll be no girls no more.
Now I have to ask you,
Huh?
will you lose any of the sensation in your nipples?
Well, I paid extra for them not to, but of course, there's always a chance. Apparently, the nipples could die. So I could. There's a non-zero.
No, this makes me. Oh my God.
What?
Oh my God, that makes me really feel sad.
If my nipples die?
Because I love a good nipple, as you can see.
Well, you've got a lot of nipple. Hey, you know what? I'd rather have a body that I like without a nipple than a body that I don't love with a nipple.
Well, listen, it's all going to turn out fine.
And if I don't have a nipple, then I'll just flash the camera and they won't be able to censor us because there will be no nipple.
Well, there's that.
Yeah, I'll be uncensorable.
True.
My nipples will be free to fly and roam as they can.
Well, I have to say, I'm going to be glad when this is done because I'm just about sick and tired of talking about your nipples.
Well, my nipples are not sick of talking about you.
Well,
In fact, my nipples told me just a sec. Wait, they're talking to me right now. Oh, you know what they just said? They said that your nipples are not nearly as nice as mine.
No, mine are not. Mine are made of styrofoam.
Yeah, you got stipples.
Yeah, I do.
Stiples?
That's something like that. Listen, I'm excited. I'm excited to have our guest host.
That's right. We're gonna have a guest host, aren't we?
Yeah. Well, there will be 2 more episodes with you.
2 more episodes with me.
This one and next week.
Next week, yeah.
And then the following week, it'll be
Sylvia
Oh,
O'Statemore.
yeah, still, and she is. For those of you who are not familiar with her, she is a Seattle icon.
Literally,
really.
like an actual.
Like there
Seattle
aren't a lot
icon.
of icons in the world.
Like Seattle, Sylvia has birthed many a big name in the drag world.
That's right.
Truly.
That's right.
They've run through her before they've run through anyone else.
That's right. There's a lot of wonderful performers, including Jinx Monsoon.
Broadway's own.
Jinx Monsoon, who just started
Pirates.
Penzance. Yeah, Pirates, the Penzance musical this week.
Pirates.
I'm really looking forward to the reviews.
Yeah, I'm interested.
I suspect it's pretty good.
I think it would be good, but
they've
I don't know
already
that...
extended it because such good sales.
Really?
Yeah, they extended it the opening night for like 3 more
I'm
weeks.
kind of surprised because I heard through the grapevine that maybe they weren't sure how it was going to be because it's such an old, obscure musical nowadays.
Nope,
that makes me happy.
Jinx connected to the show.
Yeah.
And David Hyde Pierce.
Yes.
I think that's
winning duo.
Yeah, it's a
Love
winning.
it, love it.
And she was able to fill up. Chicago was a pretty old show when she did Chicago, and all of a sudden they were at max capacity and standing room only. So she is a ticket seller.
But enough about that, sweetheart. Let's talk about Sylvia.
Oh well, yes.
Yeah.
She is going to be here.
Sylvia
is. We're going to be celebrating Sylvia. The way these people all became the stars that they are is that Sylvia has a show here in Seattle called Bacon Strip. And Bacon Strip has this year will be celebrating its 20th anniversary.
Wow.
And she's going to talk about that on the program.
Oh.
And I'm really looking forward to kind of getting some of the stories, some of the crazy stuff that happened.
Is Miss Bacon Strip the pageant already a month away?
Actually, it is.
When is it? The first?
I think it's in May.
The first weekend of May?
I think it's in May, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So that'll be fun.
What a year. It's almost been 2 years. It'll have been 2 years since you're reigning.
Since my reign as Miss Bacon
you're just
Strip,
old news now.
USA International.
People have already forgotten about you.
Miss Bacon Strip USA International, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Universal, I think.
Huh.
Yeah.
In perpetuity?
In perpetuity.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm the one and only original drag queen puppet Bacon Strip pageant winner, international, universal.
If you
That's
put
right.
on enough niche titles, you'll eventually be the only one. That's
That's
how
correct.
I work. I'm Seattle's.
And I've learned that. I've learned that.
I'm Seattle's premier red-headed singing drag queen who is not Jinx Monsoon and works with a puppet on a weekly basis.
That's right.
It's
And
also
lives
getting
with
her
one.
tits chopped off. I'm the only one, baby.
You are the only one.
I'm the only one,
Congratulations.
baby. Yeah, it's true. Well,
Hey, so anyways.
I guess you'll have the lovely Sylvia to look forward to while I'm gone.
And listen, you do not want to miss out on
And be
that.
nice to her.
Yeah.
Okay, I know that you're all gonna be sad because my beauty will not be gracing the stage.
Yes.
But we'll have a couple of wise old owls taking up roosts.
Who are you calling old?
You and Sylvia. I love you both.
Hey, listen.
Love you both.
I love you. Listen, we are.
You love them both.
Well, I do. Hey, listen, we're going to be have you in our thoughts, and
Good.
we know you're going to do well.
They're gonna be fucked up thoughts, but that's fine.
Well, that's the only kind of thoughts I have.
Well, girl,
So
I guess that's it.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Listen, you want to check us out on the YouTube,
Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
That's right.
And wherever you get podcasts.
Amazon Music.
At the Punching Judys.
That's right.
That's right. And if you'd ever like to write into us, because we would love you to write into us, please go.
We really would.
Yeah, we'd love it.
We love it. Yeah, we
People,
love getting the comments.
Comments and we love
we
to
love
talk
answering
to
the
all
letters
of you and chit chat.
Listen,
to know you.
we're small enough that if you decide you want to have a
chat.
parasocial relationship.
Yeah, we'll be also parasocial with you.
That's right.
We'll be a pair of social relationships.
That's right.
That's exactly.
So, anyways.
All right. Well.
Good luck, darling.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
The time has come
To say goodnight. It's later than you think.
We've had some laughs,
Shared some fun.
and
Toasted with some drinks. Until next time, we have to say, whenever that may be, please do that thing we've always asked. And please subscribe for free. Say goodbye to the girls, folks. Woo! Good night. Good night.